Hello, we are at War 5 against the Czech Guardians. I think that's probably the best way of pronouncing it. Um, got myself into a pickle last night. My planner asked who can rank 3 their Lumatrix. So for some reason I said I could, thinking it might be for defence. I definitely got him from finishing C1 in Battlegrounds because I'm very much free to play player. So yeah, that's why I have him. He's now rank 3 and I've found myself being sent into war with him, along with Photon and Bastion. I have never touched this champion before. I have no idea how he works. I did a couple of duels this morning, which counted for nothing. We're going path 9, by the way, into 6. Shocker on 38, and then we've got Onslaught boss. Yeah, the duels didn't count for much because I have only the big rank 3 version, and so it's not really easy to recreate anything. But I've got a bit of an idea of sort of how he works, kind of made things up a little bit as I go along. He's immune to bleed and rupture. He, she, they, them, it. I don't know what it's supposed to be, so I'm going to carry on calling him he. Very brave here with a combat regen boost. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's everyone's favourite Labrador, except for mine. On the whole, I think this fight went really, really well until a mistake I make at the end, which we'll get to. But in the meantime, get lots of easy openings with going on untouchable, which on the whole I kept on top of. As I said, I think I did well in sort of keeping up with his stuff here. From the gist I get, if I fire an L1 while I'm untouchable, I think that follows up with making me unblockable, which is very nice. I think that the untouchable thing toggles on and off a lot during the fight, and after a little while I did struggle to sort of keep on top of it and keep an eye on as to what was going on. I did get auto blocked there. I didn't deal with his charges well enough. Wasn't sure whether to hold a heavy or whatever. There's a lot of habits that you kind of have to break in doing this. A bit slow there, got very lucky with the heavy connecting and wiping out his charges. One isn't a problem for me, and I'll just knock him down again to get rid of the other. Yeah, so he's almost dead, and we've not really done a lot wrong, and I'm really, really impressed with that. I know that I should also be throwing L2s, just got a bit scared. 5% left, and one more special 2 to deal with. I'll just get caught there, then get auto-blocked, eat a big combo, and I think, oh shit, I'm going to die. Managed to get an L1 intercept and clean him off. But on the whole, I'm really happy with how that went. Obviously, got caught at the end, but my first time using him, that was pretty good. It's obviously just a case of practice with this guy. Girl, thing, they, them. Weapon X here with Bastion. I've got the suicides on now. I've adjusted my masteries so that I'm back down to 1 point in recoil as well, which you'll see I'll be extra glad about. This node hasn't really changed since the new map. It's the same thing. Don't use power backs here, so I purposely didn't activate them. My combat regen is still... Oh no, I switched to a power start one. So that's fine. I'm just going to get my parries up to place some infection charges, and then that's going to shut down the node in terms of me getting shock on myself, which is nice. I'll still be able to proc bleeds, which is good because that regenerates me and keeps me topped up. Throw an L2, wait for him to go berserk, and then get back to an L1 with my relic for a heavy opening as standard. However, now he's got his indestructible. I probably should have just waited here. I've overcooked my power now and ended up with another L2 rather than L1, which has pissed me off no end. Now I've got to go around again. I don't really mind that I took a hit to the face there. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to die from that. Just need to get a clean opening. Throw my L1 into block because I thought I was going to catch him. Never mind. Berserk ended just in time, so he was no longer aggressive. Had to wait for that so that I can parry to get a heavy. The flip side of this is he's going to be almost full health by the time I get this L1 off with 2 Furies. And it just wipes him off the face of the earth. This is never going to not be satisfying. That was so hot. Okay, so we can move on to section 2, path 6 now. There's a Kindred here with Photon. I've still got full suicides active, and because of fisticuffs, I'm going to heavily benefit from this. in that there are no debuffs, which means there's no bleed. I mean, I'm bleed immune anyway, but no poison means no damage to me. Yet I'm still going to benefit from massively increased attack. The fact that I can't place debuffs does, however, mean that I can't place my passives and other bullshit on Kindred that I normally would. So I'm not building up any charges either, which is annoying. When I was prepping for this fight, I was in my head thinking, okay, medium enders and stuff to maintain lots of crits, but this went out the window, to be honest, with the fight. Don't know why I threw an L1 there, but I did. Shouldn't have bothered. It's okay. I've got the degen on me, so I'm just backing off to get rid of that. Now we can start placing Photon's bullshit. And immediately sort of taking control of the fight a little bit more. Use my relic to throw a heavy, which is going to slow down his charges. To be honest, I'm still no expert in exactly how Kindred works, but he seems to be one of these champs that I'm never going to completely get my head around. I'm going to wait till Root kicks in, now I can fire my special, and that was very, very easy. Much better than the last time I took him a few wars ago. Yeah, nice. And now Domino here with Bastion. Another easy fight. Obviously suicides stay on. No accidental parries this time. I don't want to give her extra power. You know, I can do it once, but there's just no need. So we're going to slow play it, bait heavies, use them as my openings, and just the usual rotation. But I think I make a mess of this as well. I've literally just done the fight as I'm recording this, and I have already forgotten what happens. I don't remember using a combat regen. That's weird. Oh well. I think I was confident that I wasn't going to eat an L1 or L2, so I didn't want to. I'm a little bit low on invuln boosts. I'm obviously, as always, happy to buy them, but I didn't really want to waste one here. Especially as I've got boss fight later, and I'm just going to have to reboost for that anyway. So there was just no need to waste a grey here. I'm not worried about the fight whatsoever. Again, there is also combat deja vu here for the prowess punk chart, which I just couldn't give a shit about. She's not going to, you know, I have to make a very big mistake, which I'm always open to doing, for her to catch me and kill me, but I'm just not worried here. My L1 did some nice damage, but I did it without the heavy. I couldn't remember exactly if my heavy would connect punishing hers, so I didn't want to risk it. So I just played it slow and went for that way. One more it will take, and she'll be dead before recoil catches me. Throw the damn heavy, you bitch. Thank you. Cool, she's done. Bastion lives to fight another day. We'll heal him up a little bit for boss fight later. In the meantime, we've got one more fight. I mean, when you're watching this, there's not going to be any pause whatsoever, but in my head, it's nice, and I will be coming back to this. So, we've healed up Lumatrix, mostly. I did watch a video of this fight being done by somebody else in another alliance on the previous war. Made it look very easy. Essentially, what I did against Arcade here. And again, it goes mostly well. I make a couple of mistakes that you'll see. And again, the biggest struggle for me is that I'm just distracted here because the dog's come to sit on me. And he's trying to eat me. The main thing is trying to keep an eye on his charges. I didn't mean for him to throw an L1. Now I'm going for an intercept to try and reduce those charges. That didn't work. I'm no pro in terms of Shocker's bullshit and how it all works. But trying to keep an eye on his charges, whilst, again, keeping track of if I'm invisible or if it's on cooldown. I do a good job of it mostly. It does get the better of me after a while. I should have just stayed patient here, gone for an L2. I missed an input there and threw the L2 into block. Lost my indestructible boost. Now he's got unblockable charges. This L2 into block with 6 prowess really bloody hurt. just staying calm there to maintain blocking and baiting him to charge into my heavy, sorry. Managed to put it all together there, did very well, and the L1 is going to finish him off. Very nice fight, need a bit of practice, but pretty good. So here we are a little bit later in the day. We come to the final part of my war, which is Onslaught boss with Bastion. Got suicides back on, stuck a couple of points in collar tech. Unfortunately, I don't have the rest of it unlocked because I am rubbish. There's me being too lazy to go to the store and spend some loyalty, and I realised that my regen buffs will top me up anyway at the start of the fight. Full disclosure, this fight sucks. Before this war started, after the previous war, I felt that my Onslaught SB1 dexes were very off, and so I spent pretty much all day just practicing them, getting the spacing back down again. It's a relatively new skill for me, practicing, not the L1 dex, haha. But got it back down, felt sharp with it, and there we go. So far so good. Don't think I've taken a boss since before Decay meta. Here we go. Here comes the start of everything going to pot. All is not lost yet. I need to just keep an eye on the crush counter. And at this point, I'm thinking, right, well, we're just going to die here, aren't we? At least crush won't be a problem for the next little while. Yeah, yeah, we suck, so it is what it is at this point. Now it's just about damage, trying to put as much damage down as I can. Really dumb here. I thought I was going to send him red, to be honest, but I didn't. So that's good. That's just Bastion doing his thing, I guess. Throw the L1, and then counting on getting Crush back on to heal us back up again. And then just take some hits. Why not? And we do get instant regens from that and stuff anyway. But, oh, yeah, that's just... I've played this so badly. My plan B has gone completely wrong. And I'm just panicking now. Like, I know that this is going to kill me from recoil, or at least almost. And then he's going to catch me again. And we're just fucked. So we go back in with about like 10 seconds left on the invulnerability boost. And we just need to not screw it up. I made a point this time of not bothering to try and punish his L1. I'm just going to hang back like a good little boy and just be patient and try and get openings that way. Yeah, I'm annoyed. Like, you know, I want to shine. I want to just have a very solid season in myself after the rotten start that I had last season. I mean, I've already got a better record than I did, but yeah, just it's things are unraveling, and it's not good because, you know, we want to get back to our best, and this is not how we do it. But then you can't shy away from fights either. Like, it's whatever. At least the L2 dex was nice. Lucky to not get parried there. And the L1 finishes him off. So that's me done. So yeah, still very early in the war. There's lots to go, but I can't be bothered to hang around, to be honest. That's how we're at. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.